EA Sports College Football. Get back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons. He's got the confidence. He's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On the ground, it's Maddox. Gets it out to the 25-yard line again. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key.
Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's dropped behind.
A lot better job. Give them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make.
Tight end is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes trouble. Had to throw it before he wanted. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense that you just played.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Red Raiders will hustle for the line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now adjusting. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, just left him flailing. Gets away from one. He's got space. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins.
Enough throw, ball calls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's right on target.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody. You see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this one.
Second down coming up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside pivot. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set. First down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the O? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thorne. Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Push down for the tackle.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it, going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that you have. When those guys go in motion, man, I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, and getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you.
He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. So much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. They got it. It's blocked. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, you're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Red Raiders will call. The step to the up man, they'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Maddox. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that one. Every everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
This time on target. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to...
And they fake it. He wants to throw. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Maddox. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd down, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
Ready?
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a foot. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's sticky. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. This is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to...
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll operate out of split backs. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And he could not get loose on the run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Offense set on first down. They'll try the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. He looks that one in nicely. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Floating away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Myers. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And when you get down here inside the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Line gets set. First down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defense. Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down in this defense. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now on second down. Wide out in motion. They run the reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the movie. We get these short-run situations. Who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week.
A shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
This time he's got it. This senior showing great toughness, takes the hit, and still puts the ball on target.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Using his feet. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Once you get in this range of the football field, you depend on your kicker. You go for it. I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it in this situation.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're bringing heat. Got it set up on the outside.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocked to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Never out. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored on turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, and an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Finds a tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Gain of 18. Good enough for a first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Touch pass on the run. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3, and now the offense with a chance for more. To the ground with the back. Defense caught near the sticks. It's Ford. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep. This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interested to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The running back has it. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit him. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. gets set for second down. To the air, it's Hammond. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's sticky. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. They're trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback will honor. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raiders are in the red zone. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. Another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida dominating almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Smythes teams that won all in 2006 and again in 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to the big tight end. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Texas Tech, 31, Oklahoma.